Dato Jerry Chan, the chairman of REDA Penang, YB Lim Hock Sing, the Penang State Exco member for Public Works, YB Jagdeep Singh, the Penang State Exco member for Housing, YB Dato Abdul Malik, the Penang State Exco member for Domestic Trade Industry, and of course the other distinguished guests here today, members of REDA, members of the press, and of course other sectors of the housing industry. A very good morning and happy Chinese New Year to everyone. Now let me begin by thanking REDA and Henry Butcher, Dr. Teo Po Huat, the organizers of MIPEX 2014, for inviting me here to launch the MIPEX 2014 on the third day of Chinese New Year. You know, you do it on the year of the horse, I'm sure you will travel very far. I think Jerry has expressed some concern about the softening property market. I would like to look at it probably on a different note, at a more positive level. Despite the perception of a softening property market, but I think in Penang it is more of a pause to digest the various measures more than any marked decline. Because when we discuss with not only local but also foreign property industry specialists, they feel very strongly that these measures would help to ensure there's no property bubble. And at the same time that the underlying conditions that underpins not only the Penang's economy but also Penang's property sector would be strong and at the same time sustainable. I think we want to have growth but have sustainable growth. I think this is what the Penang state government is focusing on. So sometimes you have to take certain measures earlier so that you can continuously grow and not have any hiccups along the way. And I'm very confident that the property sector would be able to grow sustainably with these measures that we have implemented, principally, as I say, to ensure there's no property bubble. Number two, to ensure that first-time buyers and the building of affordable housing is also given due attention. So even though there may be a pause, but if you look at the amount of investment coming in, if you look at the big boys who are interested in Penang, I think this is a sign of confidence. And if the foreign investors are confident, you know, you mentioned IKEA. IKEA made a profit of around what, 4 billion euros, billion euros, last year. And they say that the market, the economy is recovering. And they invested the first shopping mall outside Klang Valley, not in any other place but in Penang. And they bought 250 acres, not free, 45 ringgit per square feet. Just imagine if IKEA is willing to spend 45 ringgit per square feet in Batu Kawan, has East where East. That means they got to do their landfill on their own. 45 ringgit per square feet. Isn't that a sign of confidence? If they have confidence in Batu Kawan, and Moment still swamp and jungle land, I'm sure that you should have the same degree of confidence in other parts of Penang. So look at it that way as a pause. And I think we have various pauses over the last 6 years. After that, you always surprise yourself. Everything sold, you say. No more to sell. So I think this is a necessary step. And you must know that as a government, we have other concerns. We will not implement measures until you cannot earn money. No. We want to make sure that you earn money but don't earn so much. That's all. We also count your profit margin one. After all, you know, I also understand what is profit margin. And I want you to earn. I always say that in Penang, we don't want you to lose money. We want you to earn money. Because when you earn money, That is the greatest advertisement for Penang. You will tell everyone, wow, come to Penang, do business, can make money. Then more people will come in. If you lose money, that I'm sure is a setback for us. So rest assured, we want you to make money, but not so much lah. That's all we need. So that's why I say that we have to do the necessary focus and attention for affordable housing. And we are not only asking you to build, we also lead by example. We build affordable housing our own. And we have set aside 500 million ringgit for affordable housing, which is the largest amount set aside by any state government. And we need to put in more if necessary. You know, in Selangor, which has three times our reserves. They are reserved 3 times ours. You know how much they put in? 100 million. 100 million. Yet we put in 500 million. That shows our intent, that shows our seriousness, and that shows that our confidence that in Penang, definitely we can sustain it, and at the same time, also that the property market is in a healthy condition. Now, as I mentioned, the key ingredients to make the property market sustainable, apart from the very important factors that Jerry has outlined just now, cost, of course, that's very important. But I think don't forget the simple requirements, such as a Penang that is clean, green, healthy, and safe. Public safety, most of all. If Penang is not safe, no matter how cheap you sell, nobody will buy. Correct or not? So you must keep Penang safe. And whatever you say about, we're not saying there's no crime in Penang, but we are proud that Penang is the safest state in Malaysia. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Of course there is still incidences of crime, but we have kept it under control and we'll continue to work on it. Not just in terms of working together with the police, you know, the PIM system, the umbrella system, marrying technology with manpower by installing CCTVs and lights. We have, you know, few hundred CCTVs, I think the most in any other state. And also at the same time, we have established our voluntary patrol team, where they look after their own housing estates and their residential areas. And all this has combined to make Penang much safer than before. We work hard, much harder, to make Penang even safer. And I think this is a very important quality, that you don't need to spend money, you know. Other places in the state, you need to spend money on public safety, you know. Correct or not? Isn't it? But here in Penang, you don't need to. We spend for you. I think you should consider that, factor that in also. Cleanliness. The MPPP and MPSP has improved their performance. I think that goes without saying. We are now much cleaner, greener, healthier also lah. All the bicycle lanes, except for myself lah, not enough exercise lah, probably. But everyone I see you're all getting healthier. Getting healthier. I think that's good, and I think that shows that these are the governance that we are doing, that we are saving money. So of course you say your costs go up here, there. Yes, I know, but also think on the bright side. We also help you save money. So it's not a one-way street. I think it's a two-way. It's a two-way street that we take, but we also give. I think that is the most important element. Do you get value for money in terms of your contributions? And we think that we are giving you better value for money every year. Even foreign investors acknowledge that. I cannot be announcing what are the investments coming in, what are big boys coming in, because you know, I always work on this principle of confidentiality. That they trust me, I'll let them announce who is coming and what is the amount that they're investing. But I assure you they are big boys. IKEA telling me, I will not say until they are ready. And when they are ready, they will announce. And you know IKEA is big. ATR is very big. The fact that they're willing to come here and other states are willing to offer them land free, they don't want to go. They come to Penang, pay 45 ringgit per square feet. But some people even accuse me of selling the land cheap. But you all try and see whether you can sell it 45 ringgit per square feet there or not. No, the main thing is this. When you have a branded company like IKEA, together with other big manufacturing companies coming in, I think that lends a cachet, a branding for Penang. We are always talking about branding Penang. It may not be in a place where you are building your development, but we want to look at the synergies, combining everything together to make Penang a desirable habitat for people to come and stay. And apart from what I've said, Penang has a tourist destination of choice. Who doesn't want to live in a tourist resort? That one would be a very strong selling point. You can have art, you can have culture, you can have heritage. Look at our street art. It is now world famous, isn't it? That one also from the state government. I didn't ask you to contribute, but I never asked you to contribute for that. We spent, Georgetown Heritage Festival, we spent 3 million. We never asked you to pay for that. So these are, I think, the efforts that we have done. And we feel that, again, despite concerns of a softening property market, the state government believes that Penang's attractiveness as a location of choice for investors and a destination of choice for tourists will continue to make Penang a desirable location of choice for those who desire sustainable living. And I think we are very confident of the future, not just in the property market, but also in the education industry, in the health industry, in the manufacturing industry, and also in the services industry. Even art, culture, and heritage. We are very confident that Penang is moving forward. But at the same time, we cannot do this alone. That's why we need the help of the private sector. We believe that whilst we can provide the seeds, we can do the seeding, we can even do the incubation, as well as the mentoring. But I think the real driver to execute, to make it work, still comes from the private sector. Because the engine of growth must always be privately driven. So that's why I say we will provide the fundamentals, but let the private sector drive it forward. That's why when we talk about building affordable housing, talking about 20,000 units, we also hope that the private sector can also contribute likewise. I'm sure that will fulfill the demands of those first-time buyers who desire, I think, this affordable housing. The levies, they are there. They are there in place, as I said, to make the housing industry grow sustainably, and at the same time to assist first-time buyers. Because that is my core duty. Your core duty, I understand, is to make profits. I understand that. But also, please also understand our core duty as a government to provide housing for all, especially first-time buyers. And I'm sure that if we understand each other, just as you always say that, oh, you make money, yes, nothing wrong making money, just make a little bit less, that's all. At the same time, for us, we have to build affordable housing, understand why we have to put all these rules in place. I think that's important. And we hope also that the federal government can also fulfill their promises. They have promised to build 9,999 affordable units. We're still waiting. And we talk about PPRT, perumahan for the saver for rental. Penang got the lowest number, only 70 units. Other places got thousands, hundreds of units. Penang, 70 units. So I don't know why this type of discrimination is happening. So we hope that that the federal government can also do their part, just as the state government. Actually, housing is a federal matter. It's not a state matter. It's a federal matter. But because of their neglect and their failure, the state government has to step up and do something that is actually under the federal purview. And that's what Jerry and the housing developers have been complaining before of getting loans. I think I quite agree with Jerry, Dr. Jerry Chan, that we should make it or we should facilitate first-time buyers of affordable housing to get bank loans. And I want to suggest here is something in addition to my speech. I hope the reporters can take note that the DIBS scheme, Developer Interest Bearing Scheme, DIBS, it should not be banned. It should be revived for affordable housing. You want to, for those who is not affordable housing, okay lah, that one we can still discuss later. But as far as affordable housing is concerned, DIBS should be revived for first-time buyers of affordable housing. And in Penang, you know, when you talk about affordable housing, it means houses on the island below 400,000. For the mainland, below 250,000. I think you want to help, make sure you help those who genuinely need them and those who deserve to be helped, first-time buyers. So we hope that they can implement the DIBS system for affordable housing. 发展商这个利息承担计划。So as a responsible and a people-centric state government, we will continue our regular discussions with all stakeholders, especially of course RIDA, as I say, towards a balanced and sustainable economic growth and development of the state. And I think we have much to look forward to. You know, To from IJM talks is very proud of his Suntec Convention Center. But we led the way by building SPICE. We led the way because we felt that it's important for Penang to have convention centers so we can benefit from the MICE tourism, meetings, incentives, conventions and exhibitions. But once we have done that, people see, wow, there is potential in MICE. Until Suntec Singapore is willing to come in to do another convention center. And why? Because you look at the market for Penang, we can be big enough for 2 exhibition centers. Actually, Penang is at a very exciting phase of development. Why do I say exciting? Because we are still growing and trying to match up our infrastructure with our potential. I said this morning in Penang Hill, we are putting in, Penang Hill has seen tremendous growth. In the old days, 100,000 a year of passengers. Last year, you know how many passengers you carried? 1.23 million. Break all records. Until we are thinking of having to build another cable car in order to meet the demand. But to meet the demand, you must have attractions on the hill. And this year, we are intending to spend 15 million ringgit to build up the tourist infrastructure in Penang Hill. So this shows our commitment and this type of changes that's happening in Penang to make Penang an international and intelligent city in all aspects. Not just manufacturing, not just tourism, even in our art, culture, and heritage. You know, Penang has a world-class name as far as art is concerned. You know, our wall paintings, even adopted by the federal government when they advertised about their economic transformation plan. The pioneers EDP, Economic Transformation Plan, they use the wall painting of the 2 kids riding a bicycle. They use that as part of their advertisement. We don't mind even though it is copyright infringement Never mind, we let them use because we are all Malaysian. And that shows how famous this art and this culture has become. And I'm sure that we talk about art, culture, number one, to be the leading in all these fields. Sports also is another very important element. In March, we are organizing the first World Championship in Penang, the Women's World Squash Championship, where we hope Nico David will be able to win her 8th title. Of course, we don't mind organizing the World Badminton Championship If then we can see maybe Lin Tan, then Lin Tan can finally lose to Lee Chong Wei. If you can do that in Malaysia or Penang, then you can see at least Lee Chong Wei win. Later Lee Chong Wei come to Penang and go to Kacang No, but there are so many things happening in Penang. World Championship, Trot Fest, we just had the Trot Fest. the film festival, the biggest short film festival in the world, first time held in Asia, and where? Not anywhere else, but in Penang. So there are many more exciting things to come. And we feel that this will help to sustain the housing sector. Don't worry, we say some softening, a pause, sometimes a pause is good. As long as people come to Penang, when they come to Penang, they came, they saw, they will buy one. So last but not least, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Reda Penang branch and the Henry Butcher Penang for successfully organizing MAPEX 2014, a property exhibition not to be missed. And I'm sure, maybe one final note, you know that even there's a Hong Kong now TV series shown on Astro. Shown on Astro. This one I never watched, my wife would know lah. That's why I bring her here today. Shown on Astro, where it is filmed entirely in Penang. All the art scenes. Last time I got one. So when you have all these, you have people showing a greater interest in Penang. So have faith. When you have faith, you, like Jerry say, God will not let you down. But I want to substitute that by saying, have faith, Penang will not let you down. On this note, I would like to now launch MAPEX 2014 and wish all of you a healthy, dynamic, progressive and successful year ahead in the year of the horse. Thank you.